won the WWE Championship this past year at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I was completely fine with it, as much as of CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion. I was fine with it instead of Rock versus Cena for WrestleMania. It was only logical. I mean, it was a bit predictable, but it was logical. It's not a match that I want to see at WrestleMania. I would have rather seen Undertaker versus John Cena or The Rock versus Brock Lesnar, but I digress. Maybe we'll see that next year, but even still, it only made sense, and you can't blame WWE for doing the same match again that they did last year because it was such a moneymaker and made it the most bought WrestleMania of all time. So you can't really blame them in that aspect. And I'm not mad at the fact that we're getting John Cena versus The Rock again. What I'm mad at, what I'm pissed at, is the fact that The Rock as the WWE Champion is not doing shit with the championship at all. In the last month and a half, since he's won the WWE Championship, he has missed 4 Raws. Out of the last 5 Raws on the road to WrestleMania since Elimination Chamber, the last 5 Raws, he has missed 3 of them. 3 of them not counting tonight's episode. How the fuck do you expect us to care about a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania if he's not even on the fucking show? That's what I don't get. I mean, I love The Rock, don't get me wrong. And I'm not a huge supporter of John Cena either, but how the fuck do you care? How the fuck do you care? Expect us to care about this match if he's not even on the fucking show? I mean, one thing from a couple of years ago, from on the road to WrestleMania 27, road to WrestleMania 28, his vignettes, bringing it via satellite. Okay, I get that. That's one thing. Showing him via satellite is one thing. Not showing him at all is a whole nother fucking thing at all. I mean, the last 2 weeks, they haven't done shit with him. 2 weeks ago, they showed a video package in his place. I was fine with that. I love the video package. That got me semi-excited for the match at WrestleMania. Last week, they had John Cena in a match with the fucking primetime players. And again, I love the primetime players, but that was absolute garbage and had nothing to do with John Cena's match with The Rock at all at WrestleMania. So I don't see how that was relevant. So in Rock's place, they bring in 2 lower mid-carders that no one gave 2 shits about and do some crappy garbage comedy in the first 5 minutes of Raw that meant absolutely nothing. It was the most meaningless segment in Raw history in the last 5 years. Maybe not the last 5 years, but, you know, let's be rational here. You know what I mean? The Rock has not been on Raw, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, I understand he has movies to film and whatever, but listen to this. He has been on less Raws this year than the last 2 Road to WrestleManias, and he wasn't even competing on the Road to WrestleMania 27. He was just a guest host of the event, and he appeared on more Raws to that WrestleMania than he has this past year. Last year, when he was facing The Rock, and when he was facing John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania 28, he appeared on almost every single Raw leading up to that event. Now, I understand that was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. They needed to have him on every Raw going into the event. But why is this year any different? If they want to make this feel special, if they want to make it feel important, then why is he not appearing in any Raws going into the Road to WrestleMania? This is what I don't fucking understand. They're just basically saying, oh, we got 2 big names in the main event again. You should just buy it just because they're in the match, not because there's any significant build or anything like that. Like, what the fuck? There needs to be a fucking build for this pay-per-view. Because up to this point, aside from Rock and Cena, the entire card looks like a complete throwaway show. I'm somewhat excited for the show. We got Ryback versus Mark Henry, a match I'm looking forward to. We got CM Punk versus The Undertaker, another great match. Everything else, and Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, I'll give credit where credit is due. That's another match I'm looking forward to as well. The other matches I couldn't give 2 fucking shits about. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. Are you fucking kidding me? These guys were the same guys that weren't even on TV 3 months ago, much less in a World Heavyweight Championship picture. This is a match that I'd rather see on WWE Superstars. Speaking of such, a tag team match, Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston versus Team Hell No for the WWE Tag Team titles. You got your Mr. fucking Money in the Bank involved in that match when he should be facing fucking Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not just saying this because I'm a smart or any shit like that, but I'm saying that is a match that fucking made sense. Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler is a match that made sense at WrestleMania. They had a whole feud going on last summer. You bring Jericho back, you tease that feud when he came back in the Royal Rumble match, next round on Raw, and the Raw after that, and then after that, they don't tease it at all, and they completely just part ways. What the fuck is up with that? At least blow off the feud on Raw, or at least do it at WrestleMania over the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't give 2 shits about Del Rio as world champion. He's been a mediocre face at best, and then Jack Swagger hasn't meant shit either. He's got no heat whatsoever, so I don't understand the fact of why putting those 2 guys in the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. And you got 3 other top-tier matches in Undertaker, Punk, Lesnar, Triple H, and Rock and Cena, so the World Heavyweight title match is probably going to kick off the show and be something lame at best. I mean, the match itself is going to be great, but the feud itself has been shit. And then you got the fucking, what else? The Fandango versus Chris Jericho. I'll get to that in another WrestleRant video, but I'll save that for another day. But let's get back to Rock and Cena here for a second. The Rock, WWE Champion. Now, not only the fact that he's not on every Raw going to WrestleMania. I understand he has fucking movies to film. He's got shit to promote. He doesn't need to be on every single fucking Raw, SmackDown, Superstars, NXT, Thunder, Nitro, going into WrestleMania. I get that. But he should at least appear on most of them going to Road to WrestleMania. Thankfully, he's on tonight's Raw and the Raw next week. So at least he's going to be in the last 2 Raws before WrestleMania. That's what's important. As long as he delivers in a strong segment with Johnson like they did on an old school Raw a few weeks ago, I'll be content. But not only that, they had The Rock was on the Kids' Choice Awards, the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award this past week. He won the favorite butt kicker award or something like that. Showing the crowd came up, was not wearing the WWE Championship, which is fine. I understand that, but made no reference to the WWE whatsoever. No fucking reference to WWE whatsoever. WrestleMania, as I say this, is in 13 fucking days. He has done squat to promote this fucking event, and that's why it feels uneventful as it is, because The Rock isn't even fucking promoting it. You got guys like John Cena, you got The Miz, Sheamus, all these other top stars appearing on all these shows and whatever to promote their biggest fucking show of the year. Then you got the biggest star of them all, the movie star. Why they put the title on him in the first place to promote this event, and he's not even fucking doing that end. He's not even holding up that part of the bargain. Why, if he's not holding up that end of the bargain or his end of the bargain, then why isn't he even fucking WWE Champion to begin with? He was on Jay Leno, even a bigger stage than the Kids' Choice Awards on Saturday. Did not hold the championship belt. Did not mention the fucking WWE. Did not mention the WrestleMania event in less than 2 fucking weeks. That doesn't mean anything to him whatsoever. Someone pointed out to me that Jay Leno hates wrestling. Okay, that's irrelevant, though. It doesn't matter if he hates wrestling or not. Whoever wrote his lines for him, maybe he didn't. Maybe he wrote his own lines. Maybe he chose what he wanted to say. Maybe he didn't. But it doesn't matter. If you want this match to mean anything with John Cena at WrestleMania 28, or WrestleMania 29, I'm sorry, you need to fucking promote it. I give absolutely no... I don't give a damn about this match at this point in time. Besides the video package, that's the only thing I care about this season. That video package is so amazingly done, I would have been 10 times more pissed than I am right now if that had never aired. This feud up to this point has been lackluster, mediocre, very poorly booked. I mean, up to this point of the year, their match last year, it was solid, told a great story. I was fine with it. I knew they were going to do a rematch. Again, as I said before, this is a moneymaker of a fucking match. I don't blame WWE for doing it again. But if you want us to care about this match, if you want us to care about John Cena winning the championship for the first time since October of 2011, then you're going to have Rock on the show more often and at least promote the show at WrestleMania. And again, the only reason why The Rock is WWE Champion right now and not wrestling at house shows, he's not doing any of that shit. The least that he could do is appear on most Raws, which he's not doing. And also the very, very least that he should do is promote the event that he's going to be competing in the main event of in less than 2 weeks. And he's not even doing that. Another thing they have to take under consideration is how CM Punk feels about all of this. Remember, this is the same guy that was holding the WWE Championship for 434 consecutive days. The guy that brought back prestige to the WWE Championship, in my opinion, defending that championship on almost every single pay-per-view over the last year and a half, and defeated a number of superstars, and quite honestly is probably, arguably, one of the greatest WWE champions of all time. And you give the championship to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, doesn't do 2 shits with the title whatsoever. Now CM Punk stuck in a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, which is a nice consolation prize, but how do you think CM Punk feels? The guy that worked his ass off. The guy that worked his ass off for almost 500 fucking days and isn't going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. The main event of WrestleMania is going to be a match between 2 guys that fought last year that no one wants to fucking see face each other again after the feud's been so poorly built over the last year. CM Punk's going to be stuck in a match with The Undertaker instead. And again, that match is going to be great. I'm looking forward to that, probably the highlight of the night for that show. But I mean, why isn't that match over the WWE Championship? And I mean, The Rock's a part-timer, The Undertaker's a part-timer, so maybe I'm being hypocritical here, but as I've said numerous times before, one scenario that you could do is have Undertaker relinquish the title next night on Raw, retire, some shit like that, then hold a tournament going to the title's 50th anniversary on April 29, 2013. That's what I wanted to see, and I think having CM Punk's title streak versus Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania would have made much more sense than what they're doing right now with the whole Paul Bearer crap. I mean, that's fine and all, but I think if you had CM Punk being champion going into this event, would have been much more of a threat to Undertaker's streak than what he's doing right now. But even still, as I just said, having CM Punk drop the championship to a part-timer like The Rock for no apparent reason, because The Rock's not going to even bother promoting the event that he's going to be headlining in less than 2 weeks. It's just mind-boggling to me. And I can only just feel sympathy I can only empathize for CM Punk right now for being kicked out of the main event of WrestleMania again, once again, after he was WWE Champion last year, wasn't headlining the show, isn't WWE Champion this year, and still isn't headlining the show, when the title's supposed to be headlining the show this year, and it has no prestige anymore because The Rock's treating it like absolute shit. That is why I'm disappointed in The Rock. And again, I don't hate The Rock. I'm a huge fan of The Rock, but this is just disappointing. This is disappointing. I mean, this is the same guy that won the WrestleMania event, the main event of WrestleMania 28 a year ago, and then a year later, it's like he doesn't even care. Why even fucking bring him back for WrestleMania 30 next year if he's going to pull the same shit again? Obviously, they should never put the title back on him ever again after this. That's a lesson that we learned from this instance, but you know what I mean, though. It's just extremely disappointing. I mean, what can you do at this point? The Rock is the WWE Champion. He's going to lose to John Cena at WrestleMania. I could not be any more happy about that, quite honestly, but that's just WWE creative for you, and I don't even think it's creative. I think it's just more The Rock. I think it's just more the fact that he doesn't give two shits about this match, and I would not at all be surprised if the buy rate for WrestleMania 29 is in the shitter, because this event has been so poorly built towards. And again, I'll get to the Chris Jericho Fandango feud that I want to rant on as well at a later date, because that's another huge controversial topic that I want to address. But The Rock not being on Raw and not even fucking promoting the WWE is what pisses me off the most. But nonetheless, I thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit a comment down below with your thoughts on the situation involving the Great One and the lack of his appearances on Monday Night Raw as the WWE Champion. But nonetheless, thanks again for watching. Enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight, and this is GSM signing out. Till next time, guys.